Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Colleen Fox and this is Flosstube number 3. Today is Sunday, November 30th, and yeah, so I am a little bit behind on uploading because of Thanksgiving and just everything going on with, the prep for Thanksgiving. We hosted our house, so anyway, this is also like my fourth time trying to film because my baby was being a little bit fussy, but he finally fell asleep, so here we go. I've got some whips, to talk a little bit about my December plans, and yeah, I think I'll probably make a separate video on my 2026 plans, but yeah. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump into it while I am lucky enough to have time to film finally. Okay, so the first flip that I have is my heart sampler by Bad Vibes Only Shop on Etsy. The designer's name is Fergus Reed. Ooh, sorry for my yawning, y'all. It's such a gloomy, cloudy day outside, so the lighting's not great, but it's also making me so sleepy. But anyway, here is the picture for that. It is stitched on 30 count cherry vanilla linen by Weeks Dye Works, and it is stitched 3/2 using DMCs, all called for. I'm using all the called for. So here's where I'm at. I've been using this as my bedtime stitch, where right before I close my eyes, I'll just work on something that's easy, and by easy I mean easy to hold, comfortable, not a large piece basically. So I've been working on this, which is why it's wrinkly, but so I've done most of the large motifs. I have 2 more left. Well, I'll say 2.5. I've got this one down here, this flower, and then there's some stuff right here that I've got to work on. But basically right now I'm just going through and filling in details. For example, this checkerboard white right here. I've been working on those, and I've just got to bring it up and around, and some details on the anatomical heart. Gotta put my initial and date down here. But yeah, it's just little ones and twosies here now, just kind of not big motifs. So that's been going well. I'm gonna finish it in February 2026, so I'm kind of slowing down on working on it. Excuse me, y'all. Let me drink some of that old McDonald's Coke. It's from my kids' Happy Meal. Maybe that sugar will help get me going. McDonald's Coke just hits way better because they use extra syrup or something, I don't know, but anyway, I'm at 71.01% complete on the heart sampler. I've done 11,737 stitches out of 16,529. So that's been going well. Next up, we have Cherry Magpie by JetX Stitch. And I know a lot of y'all have seen this one before. I'm stitching mine on 40 Count Temptation by Roxy Floss Co. And I've done several color subs on here to try to basically punch up the colors, because my fabric's a more of a vibrant color than the called for. But I've done a lot of stitches on here since I've last shown y'all, so here we go. Let's see if the lighting will work with me. Hold it at an angle maybe. So last time I showed y'all this, but since then I've put in the cherry and all of that, and it's whipping up super fast. I'm at 24.77%. I've done 2,959 stitches out of 11,948. So this is my smallest piece right now. But I am okay, so there's two specialty flosses in particular that she called for, and one of them was a blackish, greenish, bluish Threadworks, which I am using, which I don't think is looking as great on mine as it did on hers, in terms of variegation, but whatever. But then the other one that she called for was Color and Kind Zinnia, which is like hot pink, which is what this bowl in the middle is supposed to be. But I didn't have that, so I was just trying to use a different one, but I don't like how it's looking. I don't like the lightest color variegation. I don't think it's looking that good, so I don't know if I should keep going with it. Here's another place where it is in this flower right here. What do y'all think? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it looks great, but I don't know if I should keep going with it and see if, like, once everything's filled in, if I might like it, because I don't hate it, but I don't know. Or should I order another one? Y'all let me know what you would do, because that pink is kind of like this, like, stunning, like, attention grabber of that, I feel like. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what you would do. Okay, let's see. I've got two more samplers and then we'll do full coverage. Excuse me. I got the yawns. Alright, so I've got Pavane for These Times by Long Dog Samplers. Here is the picture of it. I've been stitching it on 36 count Neverland by Fiberlicious, and I'm using DMC threads for it. Oh yeah, and let's see, Cherry Magpie, that was 1/2. This is also 1/2. So here's where I'm at. I've got the top border done, and I'm working right here on, sorry, the lighting's making it look like so yellow. Let me see if I can, oh, there we go. So I really like how it's turning out. Obviously the lighting has to be good so you can see the inset picture, which is like a flower, like 3 flowers in a vase. It's looking good there. I don't know. Whenever you pull it away, I think once, like, there's a lot more threads on there, it'll be a little bit more readable, but I've been enjoying it so far. I did decide to only use that one color floss. I was debating before, you know, should I use like a variety of flosses or whatever, but sorry, my camera keeps jumping. I don't know why. The picture keeps jumping. Anyway, so that's that. I am at 5.26% on that one. I've done 1,104 stitches out of 21,005. Okay, so my next one is another Long Dog. This is a new start for me. So this is Penance, again by Long Dog. Here's the picture of it. It's so cool. I'm obsessed with the dragons and the angels and like the cathedrals, and there's like some like crusades going on in the corner. I don't know, and then I really love like all the animals in the border, like in the bottom corner. Anyway, so this is my new start. I'm starting it with Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery for her birthday start. Her birthday was November 23rd. So happy late birthday, Steph. And originally she was going to do Act of God, also by Long Dog. And I love that piece, and I was like, oh, like I want to start it, but I already have a lot of whips, and I am planning more new starts. So I was like, oh, just wait. But then whenever she released Penance, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get that. And Steph thought the same thing. So I was looking for fabrics and threads, and I was having a hard time because with Long Dog, you know, you want it to be readable because a lot of it is like either it's like how Pavane was. Here, let me show it again. How like the picture is like inset in the stitching, like you don't stitch like the picture part. So a lot of Long Dog is like that, or like the reverse. So you want it to be like really readable in between those two. So I was having trouble picking out fabric, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go with like a basic white. Like I don't have any projects that are on just white, and I was gonna do 939 with that, which is like a dark blackish navy. I'm sure a lot of y'all have worked on that. So I started it. I'm doing it 1/2, and I started it, and I just didn't like the coverage. I felt like the white linen was showing through too much. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot stop yawning. Let me know in the comments if I'm making you yawn. But yeah, so I wasn't loving it, so then I switched to using reds and pinks, like a mixture of reds and pinks, because I really like the look of, you know, thread a day, red thread sampler type stuff. Okay, so I like how it looks, but, and I'll show y'all where I'm at now. I'll just quit yapping and actually show y'all where I'm at. So here, let me let a little bit more light in. Here's where I'm at. And I think it's looking really good. Got some little birdies in the corner. There's one I'm working on. And I jumped down to one of the cathedrals because I love that. I just want to get that little cross in. So cute. But yeah, I'm doing like just a basic like red. This is actually Roxy Flosco 11 points more. So I'm just doing that for the pieces I have in inset picture. And then the ones that are like the pictures like coming out of the fabric, I'm doing like a variegated red and pink. Okay, but here's the thing. So I need y'all's help. So I chose optical white from like 123 Stitch. I guess it's like a 123 Stitch brand. I don't really know. But I hate how it looks. Like it's so like see-through. So here's the thing, that might not bother me once I have more of it stitched up and it's not so like in your face noticeable. So that's a possibility, and I might just start to like the white background. Or should I've been thinking about dyeing it. So I could dye it like a light pink and then have like red splattered through. But I don't know, I've never hand dyed before myself. Y'all make it look pretty easy. Like I know Caroline from Caroline Stitch Corner just dyed one of her linens for Autumn Quaker, and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I've watched Seattle Stitchers video about dyeing, and it seems pretty easy, but I don't know. I am a chemist, like I should be able to do this, right? Like I don't know, I'm just nervous though. So should I leave it white? Should I dye it now before I get too many more stitches in? Or should I stitch it all, then dye, and risk my variegated threads not looking variegated anymore? Which, I mean, like, I don't know, whatever, it might be okay, but let me know what y'all would do. Anyway, I am at 1.29% on that. I've done 1,054 stitches out of 81,612. So let me know in the comments what you would do. Steph's is really cool. She's doing 310 on like a fabric that's got like purples and pinks and yellows, greens. I don't know. It looks cool. Go check out her channel. Okay, so that's all of my samplers for right now. Let me get some water. to show, I have a lot to show. It's been a long time since I've been able to talk to the camera. So next one I have is Cinderella Wishes Upon a Dream. This is one of the Thomas Kincaid Disney, it's from the Thomas Kincaid Disney series. So unfortunately that's been discontinued, but you can find them on eBay. They're just really expensive, which to me that means discontinued, so. Alright, so here's where I'm at. And let me show y'all up close. So, mostly working down here in this area. I've actually done a lot since I've shown y'all last. So, this whole green area I've done since I've last seen you guys. And this gray part, I've been working on the roof, and on the chimney. I love cross-stitch close-ups. I hope y'all do. But yeah, so, oh yeah, that's another thing. So on my future cross-stitch videos, I'm going to try to do a better job about showing y'all before and afters on my Flosstubes. So next Flosstube channel, hopefully you'll have a picture of today's. But yeah, anyway, so this is my Cinderella piece. I work on it every Sunday. It is a paper pattern, so I don't have stats. But yeah, Cinderella Sunday, and it's 2 strands on Ada. I think it's 18 count. But yeah, okay, so there's that. I'm gonna work on that later today. Next up, we have A Treasured Time by Dimensions. This one I said I was going to work on more in my last Flosstube video, and I didn't. And I'm also a very bad girl because I still have not covered my edges. But this is what it looks like. So I saw the Huga Stitcher she was talking about this piece on her channel. And when I saw it, I was like starting to get jealous. I'm like, oh, I want to work on that too. Like, that's so cool. But it's like I literally have it. Like, I can work on it. I just been working on everything else. Like, I also just hate tent stitch. So that kind of is why I don't love this one. But anyway, here's where I'm at. Still haven't done any back stitching. But I've been working in this frozen lake. And I was working mostly down here in this bush and fence, like wall thing. And working on the lighting and the lamps. Oh, but it looks so good. I just love that like vintage Christmas feel. Oh, that reminds me, maybe I should try to take some pictures of our Christmas decorations for y'all. Maybe I'll feature that in my next one, though. Let me know if y'all would be interested in seeing that. But yeah, paper pattern, so no stats. Less than halfway done, though. And, alright guys, I got cut off. Okay, so I've got 2 more. I'll try to be quick. So, 2 more full coverages. This one, I have a small mistake, so I quit working on it, but it's not a big deal. I just like gotta work around it or whatever. I'm more of like a fudger usually if it's not something that actually like impacts the piece. Like if it's like a sampler, I will fix it because those have to be like super symmetrical and stuff. But if you're talking just blacks, reds, I'm not too worried about that. So this is Rumpelstiltskin. This is charted by Haid, but the designer is Scott Gustafson. I'm stitching this 2/1 18 count, and I've done 0.81%. I'm gonna try to get it to 1% by the end of the year. I can do that. I just need to actually sit down and do it. So maybe I'll work on that this week. So I've completed 3,922 stitches out of 483,750. So this one's gonna be boring for y'all. It's mostly just black 310, but this is where I'm at. And my mistake is somewhere in this red area. I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna work around that. Obviously, like, this is just kind of like the shadow of a door that I'm working on. So this is my second largest piece. It's really big. So anyway, that's that. Not too interesting. It's mostly just a wall of 310 with a little bit of red in between. Okay, my last one is my biggest piece. It's my Lord of the Rings. This pattern I got off Etsy, but it's no longer on Etsy. So, I guess I could look up the designer, but I think it's like Cross Stitch V or something. Yeah, but it's discontinued on Etsy, so the shop's closed. But anyway, this is my biggest piece. It has 656,343 stitches, and I've completed 7,076. So I'm at 1.08%. That 1% mark was very hard for me to get to. But I've got some good plans for this bad boy. So, oh yeah, here's a picture of it, by the way. It's also 18 count, 2/1. Okay, and I still have it in my Q snap, but here's where I'm at. And I've been doing the typewriter method that we all know and love from Stitching Mommy, Sarah. And I've been working right here, and some of it has taken me out this way, but mostly in these oranges and pinks. And I was working, sorry, I almost always have hanging threads, so I was working a little bit down in here last night. But I just love those reds and purples. That 154, that dark purple, I love that one. Anyway, there's some good close-ups for you. Okay, so plans for this one. So I've been really inspired by Jen from Jen's Stitchy Corner. She's been doing full coverage in November, and she's been uploading every day, which has been so fun for me. I love watching her progress. But she's doing 100 stitches on her big Alice in Wonderland piece, and then she spins a wheel and works on another full coverage. Oh, excuse me. So she's been really making some good progress on that. So I'm like, if I can just work on this more consistently, I think I would make a lot more progress than I would think. And then I would not feel like guilty about like having it like lingering in the background, you know. At least I can say that I've been working towards it. So yes, so I'm gonna start trying to work on it every day, 100 stitches at least. And another thing I'm gonna start doing with this is Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery, who I was talking about earlier. She has a new stitchy game called Threadwalkers, and it's based on like Dungeons and Dragons, where you like roll a dice and there's like an adventure that goes along with it. You like design your character. So I'm gonna play that game. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna start in December or at the beginning of the year. I've seen some people come out with their characters, but I don't know how to like make that. Like, I tried typing into Chat GPT to like make me an AI like character or something. Like, I don't know. To get like I just want like a picture basically, but it was like taking forever. So y'all let me know how you're getting your character images, or are you drawing them? I can't do that, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna be playing that game, gonna decide when to start that, but it looks really fun, so would love to have y'all join us. I know she has a Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook, but I just messaged her and asked her to email me the files, and she did. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started on that. Whew, okay, so that's it for whips. Plans, Lord of the Rings, for sure. Going to be working on my Cinderella this afternoon. Oh, excuse me. And my bedtime stitch, I think I'm gonna have as pennants, because it's really easy to see like the white background at night with my little. I've got like a little like flashlight thing that goes around my neck. But anyway, December's coming up. I need to do Christmas stitching. I need to do it. So I'm gonna be working on Santa's Midnight Ride by Dimensions picture, and yeah, I have a very small start on that, so that's gonna be my main plan, but I do really want to keep working on Lord of the Rings. So yeah, that's all I can think of. No haul. And I might do a 2026 plans video, but like, let's be honest, we all know I'm not gonna stick to them. So it's like, should I even still make the video? Maybe. It could still be fun. Let me know if I should still do one. I might. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for cross stitching. I'll do a little bit of life if y'all want to stick around for that. If not, hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, so for life stuff, so we just hosted Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. I'm like exhausted, guys. Like, thank God my husband cooked, but like, we were cleaning and we put out all our Christmas decorations, and that was fun. But we've got that. We've got some more medical stuff coming up that's just like, gonna like completely zap me. But I'm very excited for Christmas, and I've done all my Christmas shopping. So, yeah, sorry to the Amazon man that had to leave all these boxes at our house yesterday. It was kind of embarrassing. But yes, done with Christmas shopping. I got to get some wrapping paper. I'm gonna just go cheap this year. I know that cheap wrapping paper doesn't wrap as well, but these kids do not care, y'all. They do not care. So, I'll get some cheap wrapping paper and call it done. Yeah, so listening and watching. So, gosh, it's been like forever since I filmed. I remember watching the Tattooed Stitcher, Jordan. She was talking about watching Frankenstein and Death by Lightning on Netflix, and I had watched those too. But that was already like forever ago. Like, I've already moved on from that. So watching and listening, my son is obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters. And as y'all can imagine, as a Christian mom, I was like, excuse me? I don't want that going in our house. Like, what are you talking about? Demon? Like, what? But I watched it, and it actually wasn't that bad, and the songs are like so catchy. So I like the K-pop songs on there. But yeah, so unfortunately that's been playing in my brain a lot. I've been trying to catch up with my favorite political podcast. It's been like so long since I filmed, but yeah, I was like sick, and then I just like wasn't really like in the mood for like listening to politics stuff, but trying to catch up with that. And I normally listen to him on my way to works. And what else? We've been just watching a lot of football and basketball, getting ready for playoffs and that kind of thing. This week was rivalry week, so we cheer for Virginia Tech. So we just got a new coach hired, thank God. So we're just looking towards the future. Our season's done. But yeah, and then I went to UNC, so cheering for UNC basketball, of course. But yeah, and what else? I think that's really it. So that's all I've been watching. Christmas shopping. I've been getting a lot of stitches in, thankfully, so that's been good. For my faith stuff, I have started doing scripture writing. So I've seen a lot of people get a lot of benefit out of just straight copying out of the Bible. So I've been starting to copy out of John. But I want to restart because I was starting using like an orange pen, but I want to do like black pen, and then like the words of Jesus, I want to write them in red, just like the Bible. So I'll probably like restart that. But let me know what book y'all are working on right now, if in your Bible study, if you're doing that. And yeah, so I'm like tired, I'm exhausted. Tried to film this so many times, but I'm finally at the end. So anyway, I'm hoping I'll be able to get in a video every other week still, but it's probably looking more like a monthly update at this point. But I'll try to do better about before and after images in the next one. And yeah, so hopefully I'll come up with some good 2026 plans. Anyway, let me quit jabber jawing, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and get some good stitches in, and have a great beginning of the holiday season. Bye, y'all.